Mr. LeBeau's case. Laura.
Joshua Warren. Thanks, Your Honor. Mr. Warren, can you state your name, sir?
My name is Joshua William Warren. I'm representing myself in this case.
So you don't want to be represented by an attorney?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I would say there come some perils with you representing yourself. You understand that, sir?
No. I know
You
the
don't
mission
understand?
I'm a jailhouse
Pardon?
lawyer. I know what I'm doing. You are working.
I'm sorry?
You are being paid by Adolf Mack to fry me. This is conspiracy for murder. Your wife, Delphia Simpson, came up here pretending to be Ann Arbor Comprehensive Care Center yesterday. You are originally the Tux family. You are an Egyptian lord. You're Illuminati. If you do not help me,
I'm Illuminati?
I will sue you and criminally prosecute to the fullest extent.
Okay, I welcome that. You're invited
Thank
to
you,
do so.
Cedric Simpson.
What do you want to do with your case today?
Ellen Wara, Adolf Mack, Jeffrey Peak, Cynthia Miller, Frank Stanton tried to set me up, along with Derek Miller and Ryan Miller.
Okay, but I've got to do something. I've got to do something. I've got to do something with your case.
Huh?
I've got to do something with your case. What do you want me to do?
I would like to sue, and what am I in court for today? And I would like to prosecute to the fullest extent.
Okay, so
And
let
I
me
can
do
sue
this.
for 10 times the amount of what was stolen from me. They stole $666.8 million from me. They then turned it into $5.5 trillion and then put a hit out on me.
Welcome back, legends. Today's courtroom chaos brings us another sovereign citizen special asterisk. We're heading into Judge Shaw Perkins' courtroom, a man whose patience is tested as often as his gavel. Our defendant, Bernard Brandon Little, a self-proclaimed free traveler who believes licenses are optional and government authority is just a suggestion. But here's the twist. This isn't your average "I do not consent" meltdown. Bernard thinks he's outsmarted the system with a payment plan he believes nullifies his charges. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. As this case unfolds, we'll see the clash of delusion versus due process. And trust me, it's as unpredictable as it is hilarious. Stick around till the end, because this one gets...
I did the math too. Listen, here's the thing. I have to advise you, because if you are going to represent yourself, what you're here on, okay?
I'm doing it over Zoom.
So you're here on a complaint that alleges that on October 15, 2025 on South Main Street in the city of Ann Arbor, Washington County, that you failed to stop at the scene of an accident regarding resulting in serious impairment or death. Do you understand that charge?
$1 trillion?
Yeah, sure. And that's a felony, punishable by up to 5 years incarceration, a $5,000 fine plus court costs.
Which is actually 10 times the amount, because I can sue because it's conspiracy to murder, and sovereign law would make it 100 times the amount, but since it is conspiracy to murder, sovereign law
I'm with you. I got you. I just have to let you know what you're charged with.
I can sue for
There's
1,000
also
times the
count
amount.
2 on the complaint that alleges that on that same date and at that same time that you did commit a moving violation causing serious impairment of a bodily function. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days, $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So there are serious perils representing yourself as opposed to having counsel. I would just have to advise you, you'd be treated the same. You are charged with making sure that you have an understanding and that you abide by the Michigan rules of that you abide by the rules of evidence and the rules of procedure. You understand that?
Yes, Cedric Simpson.
All right. And the other thing that I have to advise you of is that at any point during these proceedings, you wish to have counsel.
No, I do not want any counsel.
And there it is, the classic sovereign citizen misunderstanding. She worked for the state, so she must be against me. This line of thinking has sunk more defendants than the Titanic. Here's the truth. Yes, public defenders are paid by the state, but their legal obligation is to defend you, the accused. Think of it like hiring a firefighter. Sure, they're paid by the city, but when your house is on fire, they're not siding with the flames. This confusion shows just how deep the misinformation runs in sovereign circles. But don't worry, Judge Perkins has seen this movie before, and he knows exactly how to.
And I
Just
want a bench
listen,
trial,
listen
not
to
a
what
jury
I'm
trial.
saying.
Because a bench
And
trial
then
is
if at
backed
any
on
point you
on
do,
objective evidence.
if
A
at
bench
any
trial
point
is
you do
subjective
want counsel, you just have to let the court know and the court will make sure that you have counsel.
No,
You
I do not
understand
want
that?
counsel.
Okay, so what do you want me to do with your case today?
I would
Now
like
that
to
I've
do a
gotten through
bench
that
trial
part.
because a bench trial is on subjective
bench
evidence
trial?
and a jury
Well,
trial can
that's not
be
gonna happen.
bribed. And they're trying to
Okay,
bribe the
you
jury.
can go to
So
circuit
I
court and
want
have a
to
bench trial.
prosecute with sovereign law and it's conspiracy to murder and Donald Trump and Elon Musk are involved and I can sue for 1,000 times the amount. And sovereignty
Your Honor,
does
if I
not
can
exist
if I
because the
can
amount of money that
I
they
don't know,
put
I've
that
not been
out
very
on
good at
me,
it, but
and Donald Trump and Elon
oh,
Musk and Adolf
so-
Mack and Doug Minkoff and Jeffrey Peak and Ellen Wara all have estates.
The right to travel argument, the sovereign citizen anthem. Every judge, every courtroom, every time. Here's the catch. The Constitution does protect your right to move freely, but it doesn't mean you can commandeer a 2-ton vehicle without knowing how to operate it safely. The law requires licenses not to restrict freedom, but to ensure public safety. Imagine if anyone could fly a plane because they felt free to travel. Yeah, chaos. Judge Perkins' quick response nails it. You could travel all you want, just not behind a wheel without credentials. Simple logic, but it goes over Bernard's head faster than a...
I was going to be asking for an adjournment as this is a new file. The defendant is on surveillance video at the intersection of this crash causing this accident and then fleeing the scene. That has not been provided to either the defendant or his attorney if he has
I'd like to
one.
give
So
Donald
we would
Trump the
need more
electric
time.
chair.
The defendant's on parole, and if he's entertaining the idea of representing himself, I think it's important that we refer him to context first.
well, I don't know that I can do that right this second, although maybe. But here's what I'm gonna do. Sir,
Frederick Simpson.
I'm gonna adjourn your
I do
case
not want a
out.
jury trial. You cannot adjourn this. This is a high profile case. Where I can't, yeah.
Okay, but you
There are
haven't
too
seen
many
the
people involved.
You
You have a
haven't
Neuralink
seen
in your brain and you are being manipulated and bribed and conspired against for murder by the Nazis. You will work with me.
Alrighty then. So you don't want an adjournment?
No, I do not want an adjournment. I want a bench trial.
Okay, so
It's based on
listen,
factual evidence. The jury trial can be bribed.
I hear you. So the only thing that can happen is I can set this for a preliminary examination, but you haven't seen all the evidence.
I don't need all the evidence. I know all the evidence. Let me get a discovery
Okay, then.
packet though, so I can represent
So-
myself though, please. With
Here's where the sovereign script really kicks in. The contract theory. They believe traffic tickets or citations are contracts that require consent to be valid. Spoiler, they're not. Laws apply whether or not you agree to them. Bernard waving around his payment plan like it's the Magna Carta is pure courtroom theater. He thinks paying a ticket transforms it into a private agreement between him and the state. But Judge Perkins? Not buying it literally. Watch how he keeps calm while Bernard spirals into pseudo-legal nonsense. This is sovereign logic at its peak. If I redefine reality hard enough, maybe I win.
all evidence, I would like to.
You want to represent
on record and
yourself?
all evidence.
All right, listen. Okay.
I would like to
So you want this
subpoena
set for
Bill
preliminary
Warren.
examination?
I would like to subpoena Bill Wara. I would like to subpoena Scott Casey, the Michigan militia, all of their phones, Doug Minkoff, Jeffrey Peak, Adolf Mack, Donald
We're not
Trump,
bringing out those people
Elon
then.
Musk.
Yeah, okay. If you want to subpoena them, then you can. But I'm not bringing all those folks. My problem is he's asked for his exam. So I will have to set it. I wonder who'd like to hear this.
Your Honor, would we still be on the case?
Hang on, I'll get to that in a minute.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I'm going to indicate.
The narrator nails it. Sovereign citizen antics have evolved. Gone are the days of shouting, "I do not consent," and being dragged out of court. Today's modern sovereigns are actually making payments. They've gone from declaring themselves immune from jurisdiction to signing payment plans and calling them contracts. The irony is almost poetic. It's like an outlaw paying his bounty and claiming it's voluntary commerce. What's fascinating here is how belief systems like this adapt. Once pure rebellion, now awkward compromise. It's evolution, but in reverse.
Preliminary examination. So your preliminary examination will be set in person on.
Your Honor, I'm so used to just
And,
saying, yes, sir.
Adolf
No, I
Hitler
know,
is in
but
the
I
judicial
realize it's
court
close, but
with Carol Conkey and East Hope, et cetera, et cetera.
excuse me?
Carol Conkey is involved. She was at 22nd Judicial Circuit Court with Feiger and Ellen Warren and Jeffrey Peake. Elon Musk is with Trump at the Michigan Supreme Court in Lansing. I do not want to adjourn. I want a bench trial now.
I am not adjourning. I'm giving you the quickest preliminary examination I possibly can.
Yes, sir.
But I have to hear from all sides regarding that. I would set it for the 28th. Counsel, most of these witnesses are police witnesses, so we could at least begin.
Okay, thank you. What's today?
That's a yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
What is today, Cedric Simpson?
Pardon?
What is today, Cedric Simpson?
Today is the 23rd.
Okay, Miss Lee, I'm sorry that I'm executing your husband.
You're executing what?
Miss Lee's husband, who is Adolf Mack. I'm giving him the electric chair. And I'm suing him for everything he owns. He's JP Chase Morgan. He owns Chase Bank. I want Chase Bank. He's Hitler.
Okay. All right.
I'm suing for Chase Bank and giving JP Morgan Chase, who is Adolf Mack, the electric chair.
Okay,
If
thank
Elon
you.
Musk works with me.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
And Donald Trump.
I don't know that we'll be able to go given how you're
Yes,
acting.
we will.
but
I want
I'm
a
gonna
bench
set
trial
your
today.
preliminary examination.
I am sorry, Cedric Simpson, that the and Adolf Mack, JP Morgan.
I'm going to set your preliminary examination for October 28th, 2025, 9 a.m. That will be before me. I'm not, if I let the PD off, because I may on my own motion be referring for competency, I will do it that day. But so right now, to answer your question, Mr. LeBeau, you are still on the case.
The classic sovereign mic drop moment. Bernard declares a fact. The judge treats it as a motion and denies it. Cue outrage. But here's the thing. Courts don't recognize personal beliefs as legal arguments. I have the right to travel. Might sound profound in a Facebook group, but in front of a judge, it's legally meaningless. Judge Perkins' response is masterful, calm, firm, and procedural. He tells Bernard to appeal it to a higher court, knowing full well that'll never happen. It's the judicial equivalent of saying, sure.
Richards' motion to dismiss the charges in this matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Richards, would you like to supplement the record by any oral arguments?
No, ma'am.
All right, and so for the people,
Your Honor, we would respectfully ask the court to deny this motion to dismiss. There is a factual basis for the charges as well as an unwillingness by Mr. Richards to come to a resolution in this case. So I believe that going to trial is appropriate resolution.
and so I just want to make sure I clearly heard you. You asked me to deny the motion because he's unwilling to resolve the matter?
We have not come to a resolution in this case.
Do you think that's a legal basis in which the court could do that?
And additionally, I believe there are enough facts to support the charges, Your Honor. And I believe that the people can prove this case with a reasonable certainty at trial.
And so as to Mr. Richards' motion, did you actually pull the cases he has cited?
I apologize, Your Honor.
As to Mr. Richards' motion, did you ever pull the cases that he has cited?
Yes, Your Honor, but and the people would argue that these cases are not pertinent to these charges.
Can you tell me why?
Under Flournoy v. First National Bank, Mr. Richards quoted, "If the state converts a right into a privilege, the citizen can ignore the license," and
And this will be under which case?
he quotes Flournoy v. First National Bank of Shreveport. It's 197, California.
And before you go any further, because I did pull these cases, and one of them, the site's incorrect. All right, and you may continue as to Flournoy versus First National Bank of Shreveport.
He quotes that case saying, "If the state converts a right into a privilege, the citizen can ignore the license and fee and engage in the right with immunity." I apologize, Your Honor. I believe that's Shuttlesworth v. City of Birmingham, 373 U.S. at 268.
Okay, because that's the case that I could not find.
Now we're entering full conspiracy mode. Bernard claims the judge, the jury, and even voters are agents of the state. It's like watching a man build a house of cards. Every new idea makes it wobblier. The irony? He's literally appearing in state court, under state law, defending himself against a state charge. This everyone's compromised. Logic is a way to excuse inevitable defeat. If he loses, it's not his fault.